Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sailor Cookie and today's video will be a review of LESSERAFIM's latest release, the mini album ANTIFRAGILE. I don't like to do songs and album reviews right away because I believe some time needs to pass before developing an actual opinion. Only now that I have listened to ANTIFRAGILE several times I can trust my judgment. In the first part of this video I will be rating the songs of the album, and giving my opinion about each one. In the final section you will find my overall thoughts and final rating. If you like this video, please give a like and consider subscribing. Now let's dive into it. No other way to get around it. This song is incredibly cool, just like Fearless was. The only difference is that Fearless had me hooked right away. For ANTIFRAGILE I needed a few more listens before becoming just as addictive. The song follows the same structure as Fearless but spices things up by having a 2 parts pre-chorus, a longer and less monotone chorus and a proper bridge, thank God. All these elements together create a seemingly more chaotic track that diverges from the minimalistic tone of its predecessor, but not in a bad way. Honestly, I don't think ANTIFRAGILE has real weaknesses, but if I had to find one, I would say it lies in the verse. The cleaner sound of Fearless made its verses easier to remember, wherein here the strength of pre-chorus and chorus kinda swallows up everything else. As I said though, this is not necessarily a problem because once the song is over you are still left with a lot. I liked how they mirrored the bam ba 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 bam bam with the anti-TTT. It is a choice I appreciate because it gives continuity to their style despite the differences production-wise. I also want to point out how good Yoonji's voice sounds. In the recorder version of Fearless she barely had any lines, while here she's given parts in both pre-choruses, one chorus and the bridge. I gotta say I'm here for it because clearly the higher notes she had to hit in Fearless did not complement her voice as much as the deeper tone she uses in ANTIFRAGILE. Also, let's take a moment to talk about Kazuha's lovey dovey part, iconic. Overall, I really enjoyed this track. I am not sure yet if I prefer it to Fearless, probably not, but I guess time will tell.
Antifragile.
I liked the general vibes of this song right away, but for a long time I felt as if there was something missing. I admit that now I like it a lot more than at first, but still I can't say it 100% convinces me. In a way, it's similar to Sour Grapes. They are both chill songs that at times become a little bit too bland so you kinda forget they are playing. But I don't see this as a bad thing. It's okay to have songs like these that don't require 100% of your attention and just allow you to relax and get lost in your own thoughts. It's a solid 7 out of 10 for me.
Just wanna live or realize 솔직한 내 목소리를 들어줘.
I am all for a good 90s, 2000s throwback, and I know HYBE hopped on this train a while back now, but I don't think this is it. Rather than LESSERAFIM, No Celestial makes me think of something that could result from a collab between Avril Lavigne and Michelle Branch. It is not bad, but, you know.
Not bad, but not good.
Yeah.
Maybe the main reason I feel this way is not even because I don't enjoy the song in and of itself. My main problem with this track is that it just feels misplaced here. I give credits to the girls because after seeing the comeback show stage, must admit they pulled it off very well and I had fun watching the performance. Still, I'm convinced this track does not fit with their image. I know they carry on a girl crush concept, but the way it has been interpreted up until now has been in a more sophisticated and classy key rather than teeny and rockish. So I guess it's a 6.5 for me.
I just wanna love myself and 좋을 때도 나쁠 때도 love my weakness. 화려했던 기대와는
Good Parts is my favorite B-side. Still way below Blue Flame, but definitely better than Impurities, which is sleep-inducing at times. I don't think I have that much to say about this track beside that I think it fits well in the album and it's the style I want from Lesserafim. It's a 8 out of 10. So my overall thoughts for this release are definitely positive. ANTIFRAGILE is a good album. It's not perfect of course, but even the tracks that I personally found to be the weakest are not actually bad and are enjoyable. Is it groundbreaking? No. Does it bring something different to the table of 4th gen girl groups? I think it does. LESSERAFIM's style is quite unique. Their sound has a strong identity and their titles are well produced, and not just those. Their B-sides are good. Maybe some are better than others, but at the end of the day I found them all enjoyable, and this is not something that should be taken for granted. What is lacking is maybe a song that stands out more, apart from the title track, but it is a mini album after all. Another aspect I feel like criticizing is that I found it a bit too similar to Fearless. I know I said LESSERAFIM's sound is distinct, but I believe a group can have a strong identity while at the same time experimenting with their sound. BTS are a perfect example of how a group can try out different genres and styles while maintaining a very recognizable sound. ANTIFRAGILE and Fearless are still definitely too alike, and honestly I feel like there could have been only one album instead of 2 minis, because the songs make sense together. Except for No Celestial. That is just weird. Anyway, time for my final rating now. I give ANTIFRAGILE an 8 out of 10. I gotta say I am happy with where this groups is going and I can't wait to see what else they have in store. What do you think? Okay, so that concludes my video. Thank you so much for watching and please give it a thumb up if you liked it. Bye.